want to be quiet so I don't wake up the whole house. So we had big thunderstorms last night that yielded lots of water in the basement overnight. We lost power twice, but we've got power now. Anyway, so it is a slow and soggy day here at our household. Anyway, everybody is fine and healthy, and that's all that really matters. Um, in the meantime, I've been crocheting finally. I picked one big ball of yarn. I think this is James Brett marbles, something or other. I think I just have one of these, maybe. And I just decided to do a granny square until I run out of yarn, because this is a project I can do without even looking. So I can do this while I'm in a meeting, for example, and still pay attention. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. So welcome to Wednesday, halfway through the week. It has been a long week already for me, but that's okay. That's okay. We're getting there day by day, step by step. I'm just thrilled that I've gotten to crochet some. And this yarn is worsted weight, but it feels, well, maybe it is on the chunky side. It definitely feels chunky. I just don't remember what they said on the label, but it definitely feels bigger than worsted weight. I'm using a K-size hook, and I just started a granny square, and I'm just going to continue until I run out of yarn. I used, I am turning every round, which I don't normally do, but I am turning every round for this one so that it's reversible. And I'm using the technique where you join in the corner so that there's no like seam working up like right here. The seam is right here on the corner. So I'm using the technique of joining the rounds in the corner so that the seam is more invisible. And I learned that from Robin Chichula, actually. So haven't seen her in a while. I'll have to give her a shout. So anyway, do you guys like to make granny squares? Tell me, was it one of your first projects ever to make a granny square? Your favorite color, pink, is it? Yeah, pink and purple, raspberry, not quite lavender, maybe rose pink in there. Very pretty. So here's the ball. So I've got this much left. We'll see how far I get around with it and how big it is. If it makes it baby blanket size, I hope, so that I can add it to the stack. But I just decided I needed something to crochet that I didn't have to think about and that I could do subtly during meetings. Okay, all of those in the family. Yes, nice. Okay, so what about you? Granny squares? Did you learn how to make granny squares first? The traditional granny square? Yeah, they're your comfort crocheting. Absolutely, Marie. Yes. Linda, good morning. Thumbs up. Yes, thank you so much. So yeah, I think, Marie, there is something very comforting about the granny square. It's predictable. The holes are big enough that I can feel it without looking and crochet without looking. And there's something very balanced and symmetrical about it. So it's a good solid pattern. It's a good solid pattern. Now this one is going to end up being square, which is fine, but I almost wish I had started a rectangle granny square so that I could have a rectangle finished project. Now I do have a blue ball of this in a similar marled kind of colorway, and maybe I'll make that one into a rectangle. I think that's a great idea once I finish this, because I'm whipping through this. This was just yesterday, so I'm whipping through this pretty fast. So I think maybe I should do that, make the next one into a rectangle. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are about the traditional granny square. If you love it, if you're like over it, if you feel like it's been done and shouldn't be done anymore. You love granny squares. I do love granny squares, and I don't mind putting them together, but since I only have one big ball of yarn and I'm not changing color, it made more sense to just go ahead and do one ginormous square until I run out of yarn. All right, let me know about your thoughts and whether or not I should make the next one into a rectangle granny square. I think I'm going to do that. That would be nice. Or I could do an oval. See, now I'm getting complicated. I need something mindless, not complicated. All right, have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow morning a few minutes before 8 a.m. on Thursday the 9th, and then before 9 a.m. on Friday the 10th. You learned back in the 60s, although you don't remember the first thing you made because you were fascinated with thread crocheted very quickly. Wow, yeah, it's fun to see a ball of yarn and see it become an actual tangible thing. All right, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning.